Hey guys, Ronnie Reaver here. Just back with a slightly different video. Today I'm going to be showing off my complete Blu-ray movie collection as of, well, so far in 2020. I'll try and order some more because like HMV, CX are shot at the moment because the whole situation's going on. But yeah, as of right now, this is my complete collection. So yeah. Be showing off all the movies I have, talk a little bit about them, not too long. I don't want to bore you. I don't want this to be a too long video. I don't want this to. It'll probably end up being a long video anyway. Like, hopefully it's not like half an hour like my top 10 of 2019 was, but you never know what'll happen. So yeah, we'll go alphabetically, just so it's actually like a nice order rather than me just jumping around movie to movie. So yeah, now let's get right into it. Picking this collection off the letter A, one of my more recent pickups at Astra. I love this film, really loved it. It's a shame it didn't get nominated for any more Oscars. Like, Brad Pitt should have got a Best Actor nom at least, like Best Cinematography, Best Score. Like the Academy missed the trick here. Yeah, it's just a really well made, well acted, just all around fantastic film. It's just a one disc standard edition Amaray with some nice spot gloss on the slip and like a spot matte, we'll call it, on the spine. Next up, another one of my recent pickups, the Alien 40th Anniversary Edition. So yeah, glad to have a classic film in my collection. I have a couple other classic films, but we'll get to them later. Yeah, nice cover art, and comes with a whole bunch of special features and came with some special edition art cards. And then next up in my Alien series, well, I only have two films, and this is one of them, Covenant. Seriously, what a nice slip! Like the holofoil effect, really nice, reflective and embossing there, and like you get to see more of like that holofoil on the back. I don't know if that be shown too well. Yeah, simplistic but nice looking cover. I actually prefer this cover to like the DVD. Like that's good original, but this is such a good cover. Right. This top is Alita Battle Angel, the 4K plus 3D plus standard Blu-ray combination. Which yeah, it's kind of rare you see a combination like this. Like I know some steelbooks do this, but you never actually see this combination get an Amaray release, and for that reason I picked this edition up. Plus, as well as that, the black case underneath I think matches up the with the silver band at the top a lot better. And just look at this really nice reflective shiny slip, and of course the Fox 4K silver spine. Overall, just a great package and well worth the £25 I spent. And got our first superhero movie of the video, Amazing Spider-Man 2. I know this isn't the best film, but it's from Poundland. Like I got this in 2018, back when Blu-rays were a pound in Poundland and they did double the price for them. And yeah, it's nice. It's a nice package actually. Like holofoil, embossing. Yeah, just a really nice edition actually. And the clear case, Sony 3D clear case as well, works pretty well and matches up with the holofoil rainbow band at the top of the slip pretty well. And Black Hawk Down. I'm probably committing a sin by saying I've not seen this yet, but I will get round to it now that I have the 12 weeks off. But yeah, got this in CEX £1.50, and this is one of the very early releases, as you can see by the bottom underneath, and it's a Sony release. You can tell by like the blue spine with like the artwork and the title, and like there's all these specs. Oh, it's not the best edition, you can tell it's from CEX, but yeah, for £1.50, can't really argue. I've heard really, really good things about it, and it has Ewan McGregor in it, so again, bargain. Next up, Blade Runner 2049 3D, another Sony 3D release, which, yeah, I'm glad I went with this edition because the clear case matches up really well, and I adore this film. I adore both the Blade Runner films. They are both fantastic films. It's a shame they both never got their due at the box office, but the first one got quite a cult following, and I'm hoping the same has happened with this one, but you never know. Next up, Chronicle. I do really like this film. It's really creative, it's very gripping, and it's a really well told, down to earth story. This is before Josh Trank went off the rails and made Fan 4 Stick, which, yeah, I'm already taking up too much time mentioning that abomination as it is, but yeah, if you've not seen Chronicle, definitely check it out. It's a brilliant film, and it definitely made Trank one to look out for in terms of filmmakers, if only that remained true. Next up, a Liam Neeson film, Commuter. Very, very good film, actually. Yes, it's like your standard Liam Neeson action hero type thing, but it's good. It's a very good, like, detective type story where he's trying to figure out who a passenger is on a train, and he's like got £100 reward for it. A really nice, just simple matte slip with some nice embossing on the title and the reviews, and even on the spine as well, the title is embossed. So yeah, it's pretty consistent, and it works well with like the more serious tone of the film. Next up, Dark Knight Rises. This is like the only one in the trilogy I've not seen, but obviously I'm going to watch it to finish the trilogy. I do love the Dark Knight films, and I do love Chris Nolan as a filmmaker. He's probably one of the best working today. And this is a 2-disc edition of the film. It comes with over 3 hours of bonus features on the second disc. Next up, another one of the recent pickups, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I love this trilogy. They really are. It's probably one of the best trilogies I think I've seen in recent years, and yeah, they really put a lot of effort into this package. Like just this really nice reflective slip with some nice holofoil on the back. Yeah, just a brilliant film. Next up, Deadpool 2. Again, another series I absolutely love. They're really, really funny films. Definitely not for kids as well. And it comes in this nice red case, and also has the super duper cut with 15 minutes of extra footage added, and it's marketed as having extra jokes lovingly inserted throughout in the most Deadpool way possible. And of course, I'm wearing my Deadpool t-shirt. Next up, another comic book movie, Dread. I also picked this one up recently. There was actually not just a standard just 2D edition. Instead, it was released as a 3D plus 2D combo pack. I got this at CEX for £3. But if you look in here, it actually has the 3D and the 2D both on the same disc, which I don't know if there'll be a thing on the menu saying play 3D version or play 2D version. But yeah, I'm looking forward to checking this one out. I heard very good things about it. Alright. Oh boy, first steelbook of the collection. Ender's Game. Another film I've not seen, but picked this steelbook up for £8 at CEX. Yeah, it's just a really nice edition. It's actually in pretty good condition. Obviously, there's some scuffs, so you'll probably not be able to see it just because like the black case. But yeah, it's a nice steelbook, nice glossy steelbook with some embossing on the title and on the back artwork. But I now realise that the title on the front actually is debossed. So yeah, might save myself a bunch of comments there. Right. Next up is Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald, which just comes with the regular theatrical release and a 7 minute longer extended cut. But don't at me for this, but I actually quite enjoyed this film. Sure, it is overstuffed and clearly trying to set up future installments, but there's loads of really good stuff in there. Like Eddie Redmayne's character is a lot better in this one, and Johnny Depp is the villain. Wow, what a performance! I can't wait to see more of him as Grindelwald. Yeah, it's a real nice addition, real nice matte finish with some some shiny effect for the magic coming out in Newt's wand, and some spot gloss on the embossed title, which actually continues through to the side as well. I picked this up in Dublin actually when I was there on like a trip. Picked this up at Tesco for €18. Next up, First Man. What a film. Ryan Gosling, fantastic. Really great sound design as well, and great score from Justin Hurwitz. I hope I'm saying that right. Yeah, Damien Chazelle knocked it out of the park with this film. Yeah, there's obviously bonus features all about like the making of the film and recreating the landing on the moon. And I got this while I was in Edinburgh. Same with Alien Covenant. Next up, Flatliners, another classic film that I have not actually seen, but it looks good. Yeah, Kiefer Sutherland, brilliant actor, and Kevin Bacon. Again, this is actually another one of the early Blu-rays, and I picked this one up in Poundland. So yeah, now onto our second steelbook, Godzilla, King of the Monsters. This film was kind of a letdown. Like, there's lots of good stuff in there, but there's also the highs are as noticeable as the lows. But yeah, it's still a really nice edition regardless. Like I do really love the way like you can open up the steelbook and it reveals the full image, and even the inside artwork as well has a nice effect to it. Also, there's more underneath the discs, but it's really just like the big jet the characters like fly around in. What's it called? The Argo or something? I don't remember. Next up is a really inventive one, Hardcore Henry. Picked this up recently at CEX along with Dread. What a film this is. It's so like it's basically like just imagine Mirror's Edge got high, and this film is basically the result of that. The stunt work is incredible, and it really adds to the action scenes. And Charlotte Copley as Jimmy, very versatile character, very funny. There's lots of funny lines. Yeah, Hardcore Henry. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. It's so underrated. Not enough people have seen it. Next up, I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for this, but yes, I have Hellboy 2019 in my collection. Get over it. And I also don't hate it. It's not a good film, but it's definitely better than it was given credit for. The slip's a bit basic, just a standard glossy slip, but I do love the image of Hellboy with the Good Samaritan gun, and even the image on the back as well. Yeah, not a great film, but not terrible either. Good performance from David Harbour though. Right, next, How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World, another one in contention for one of the best trilogies of recent years. And they kept it consistent with the closing chapter in the trilogy, The Hidden World. This is another one that, again, wasn't released as a standard 2D, but rather a 3D plus 2D combo pack. Just the price of the standard 2D, which bargain, by the way. Yeah, another kind of just basic glossy slip, but I do love the image they used. It's different, but it's like got the hidden world itself in the background. And it looks very nice. And even on the back it says about the friendship of a lifetime, which yeah, it is. One of my childhood favorite trilogies, and they could not have sent it off better. Next up, another unpopular opinion, Independence Day Resurgence. I also enjoyed this film. Sure, the first one's a lot better, but this one's fun for what it is, and it has Jeff Goldblum being Jeff Goldblum again, so can't really argue. I got this in Poundland. This is such a nice edition, like really nice embossing and debossing up there actually, and some holofoil on the title, and there's like this border as well. So yeah, Independence Day Resurgence, actually a great film. Next up, The Informer, pretty good. Not the best thing I've ever seen, but it's solid enough. Pretty bare bones package though. It's like really just no slip, just the disc and a standard ammo ray. Next up's a biggie. It Chapter 2. This film, it's not as good as the first, and it's definitely not as scary as it thinks it is. Still pretty good. Still pretty good, entertaining, like very funny actually. Bill Hader nailed it as Richie. And this is a 2-disc edition. It says limited edition, but it's not limited edition if it's released everywhere, as I pointed out in my unboxing. Next up, the Keanu. Pretty breathtaking. The John Wick chapters 1 and 2 standard box set, which this is 2 discs, one for chapter 1 and one for chapter 2. Really nice artwork. They chose like the chapter 2 teaser poster, and really nice like spot gloss on the title. I do love the John Wick films, and they've got obviously chapter 3 as well, Steelbook, this exclusive Amazon slipcase. So yeah, obviously there's all the stuff about the film on the back, and here's the Steelbook itself. Again, this is another one in full light. There's all nice images. I'm not sure what my favourite John Wick is, but they're all amazing. Can't wait for chapter 4 though, next year. Right, next up, We Live in a Society. Joker. I have to do this. Joker's such a fantastic film. Glad it got the Oscars it deserves. Joaquin finally won the Oscar. Very proud of him. Great performance. Again, kind of bare bones release, but then again, this is not really a film that I think kind of needed it, since it's a very low key, understated, down to earth type thing. Yeah, still fantastic regardless. Next up, Kick-Ass 2. I do like the Kick-Ass films. They're both very good, very entertaining, very funny, over the top violent. Like they're essentially Deadpool before Deadpool was made. Like I know it took them ages to make Deadpool, but still, Kick-Ass beat it to it. But I'm not putting down Deadpool or anything. Since I mentioned earlier, those are fantastic films. Yeah, I can see here. This is actually a display case edition of the film, which yeah, this is actually a second-hand copy from Poundland. It's fully refurbished. Next up, the final steelbook of the collection, The Last King of Scotland. I watched this recently. Such a good film. It's grim, but amazing viewing. It's pretty tense. It's really great. It shows you like all the horrors that happened under Amin's rule in Uganda. It's a really nice edition. Really nice shiny case. Nice artwork. Picked this up for £3 in the HMV sale over the Christmas holidays. Next up, Life. This one's pretty good actually. Very good cast: Jake Gyllenhaal, Rebecca Ferguson, and Ryan Reynolds. Although Ryan Reynolds is barely in it. He's like in it about 10 minutes. But yeah, he does provide some good humour. Yeah, at this point Paramount didn't have the additions like the really nice shiny slip. This is just the basic glossy slip. And it's also a fingerprint magnet. But yeah, still a very good film and a good addition as well. Bargain. Right. Next up we have The Meg, which this film is what it is. It's dumb, fun. Jason Statham versus a shark. It's not Oscar worthy, nor is it trying to be, but it works for what it is. It's pretty funny, and there's some pretty good action, although it is kind of tame compared to what you expect it to be, which they kind of toned it down a bit for the PG-13 and more commercial audience. But I'm not complaining, it's still kind of fun regardless. Next up, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Well, this film is actually dark considering it's more PG-13 nature. But yeah, the book is so messed up. Like it's really messed up compared to the film. There's they're both fantastic though. This is the 3D plus 2D edition of it. Which I wonder if they're going to be adapting the other books in the Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children series. And next up we have a whole wartime action, Overlord. So underrated. It's astonishing that not enough people have seen it. More people need to. It's really great, violent fun. Kind of like what would happen if Wolfenstein and Call of Duty Zombies got made into a feature film. And yeah, sure, it's kind of slow getting started, but once it once it gets going, that's when it gets good. It's a good war film, a good zombie film. They're not zombies, they're super soldiers, but yeah. Right. Another dumb blockbuster, Pacific Rim Uprising. Which yes, was kind of a letdown compared to the first. It's an okay film. Like the action scenes are good, and John Boyega gives a pretty good performance, but overall, compared to the first, there was a lot to be desired, and Del Toro's absence was very sorely felt. Right. Next up, Predators. And to this day, this and The Predator, the Shane Black one, are the only ones in the series I've seen. I do quite like this one. It's very good. Taking things back to basics while also reinventing it slightly. Which, yeah, which is kind of what the series needed. I'm kind of disappointed they didn't continue in this vein, but The Predator, the 2018 one, was kind of fun on its own, I guess. It's okay. But this one's pretty good. This is the Blu-ray plus DVD edition. Alright, next up, bit of Spielberg and Ready Player One. I quite enjoyed this film in the cinema. Thought it was very good, a lot of fun, and it's fun kind of noticing what Easter eggs there are. Like, oh, hey, I know that, and but you could argue that's kind of what the film is, and you can oversimplify it as that. But it's got a good story. It's nothing like the book though. Like the book is so different. See, I watched the movie first, then read the book, and it was jarring. So yeah, I honestly don't. I'm not like angry about this not having a slip, mostly because well, the blue kind of matches up. But yeah, that was for a fiver at British Heart Foundation in Belfast city centre. Next up, Star Wars Solo. This is the first 4K I ever bought. And yeah, £12 at CEX. So I bought this right before I went to see Aquaman at the cinema. Right, like a few days after Christmas. Yeah, pretty good edition. There's actually a bonus disc. Like this is the bonus disc, and this is the actual main feature itself. A pretty good edition for £12, £4 a disc. I can't really argue. Yes, I did the maths there. Next up, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, one of the best animated films of the last few years, one of the best superhero films of the last few years, one of the best films of the last few years. This film is incredible, really well animated, a really unique, refreshing take on a Spider-Man story, with plenty of great characters and distinct Lord and Miller humor. Yeah, and that credit scene with Spider-Man 2099, voiced by Oscar Isaac. Can't wait to see him in the sequel, and 1970s Japanese Spider-Man's in the sequel as well. Can't wait. Alright, next up, Split. This is actually the only entry in the trilogy I own. The only one I haven't seen though is Unbreakable. I've seen Split and Glass. Split is fantastic. James McAvoy is incredible in this film. He just switches between personalities effortlessly without any need for like a costume change in terms of changing between characters. But yeah, I got this for a fiver HMV. See, it's supposed to be with any purchase, but I got this on its own. It was still a fiver anyway. But yeah, what a film. Alright, next up we have Ted, which again, another recent one I bought. And yeah, this actually came in the gift set edition with the t-shirt for a fiver at HMV. Bargain. And yet the film is really, really, really funny. And it comes with the extended edition as well. I need to watch the extended edition. Like the theatrically released edition was really funny. Next up, Venom. Yes, don't. Yes, of course I had to do the Eminem theme, which, yeah, I enjoyed this film. It's very good, dumb fun. It's kind of a 90s buddy comedy with Tom Hardy just kind of talking to himself, and it works. It's funny. And yeah, really nice slip. Really nice, like, shiny matte finish and some nice spot gloss. I actually got this for my birthday last year. which, yeah, this is kind of a bare bones edition, but it's more than made up for with this slip. Right, next up, another film more people need to see, The Wall. This is a bare bones edition, but then again, the film is kind of bare bones as well. Like, it's really just these two characters. Well, it's really just Aaron Taylor Johnson trying to survive this killer that they can't see shortly after the Iraq War. Yeah, great way. It really builds up tension, right? And that surprise ending, though, that's just great. And Aaron Taylor Johnson gives his best performance to date in this film. I know there's probably a bunch of missing on that I haven't seen, but for me, this is his best. Really good film. Check it out. Next up, one last comic book film, X-Men Days of Future Past. This is one of the very early ones I picked up at Poundland. This is after they started charging £2. Really nice edition. This is the 3D plus 2D. And yeah, like Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, it has a really nice reflective slip. And also some embossing as well. Like the logo, the title there is embossed. And like the main characters are embossed. And the title on the side is embossed. And what you'll notice is this side here has both versions of Charles, and this side has both versions of Eric. Very clever decision. Great film. Oh, and forgot to mention, underneath there's actually Wolverine and Mystique. So yeah, very clever, creative decision in terms of the artwork, actually. Alright, last two. Alright, Zero Dark 30. Pick this up, Poundland. Not seen it yet, but it looks really good. It's about the true story of the manhunt for Osama bin Laden. And it's from the director of Point Break, I'm pretty sure, which stars Keanu Reeves. Yeah, this looks really good though. Can't wait to watch it. And last but not least, Zombieland. Yeah, really, really brilliant film. Very original, very clever, very refreshing, very funny take on zombie comedy. We could argue Shaun of the Dead did that first, but this is still funny regardless. Like the character dynamics here are great. The sequel's good as well, but it is kind of forgettable and a bit like recycled. But yeah, they're both really good films and definitely fitting watching in the times we're in right now. So yeah, that is my complete Blu-ray movie collection. Yeah, any other videos you'd like to see me make during the isolation, then probably comment them down below. So yeah, what's your collection like? Is it big? Is it small? What movies do you have? Any 3Ds, any 4Ks, any steelbooks, or just all standard 2D Amarais? Let me know in the comments below. Alright, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. And turn on post notifications so you don't miss an upload. I will be trying to do a Spencer Confidential review soon. Probably Friday, so no Friday movie night. Which I might alternate, actually, between a review of a movie and a Friday movie night episode. Let me know if you think that's a good idea as well. Yeah, I'll see you next video.